Hey, what's going on, my friends? This is Solomon. I'm going to talk about. We're live right now. I'm going to talk about success. How to be successful in 23 days. It's so simple. I always say in my leadership videos, I always say, especially to people, military leaders, or even business leaders, even parents, because we're all leaders in some way or another. So I always say you want to always supervise what you expect. You want to supervise. Hey, how you doing, Yeoman? 23. Welcome. Welcome. Where are you calling from? So we're gonna wait for more people to start trickling in, and then we're gonna get started. Today we're gonna talk about success. How to get success. How to be successful. It could be in relationships. Welcome. Who's that? NC Coast. Welcome to this live broadcast. And we're going to get started in a little bit. We're just going to have people continue to trickle in, and then we'll get started. Welcome, Slava. How are you? Welcome to this live broadcast. People starting to trickle in, and then we're going to get started. I'm calling in from San Diego. It was about 75 degrees out. It was a beautiful day. A lot of people were out. They were in the stores, and it was just a good time. My wife and I we went to La Jolla. We just had great time at the beach, and then also we ate at a nice restaurant. So we had a good time today. Great day to be out, especially in San Diego. What I realized is everything. It's been raining, every other day. It's not common for San Diego, and because of this rain, when you're looking through to the mountains, it's so green. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool to see the mountains all green and just a beautiful scenery, a beautiful sight. So let me get started as people start trickling in, because I also advertise. I also put this on my YouTube video as well. Today I had a busy day. Today it was busy because we're selling my house, so we could go ahead and buy a bigger house, right? And it was a strategy that I learned from one of my mentors, and she taught me how to buy numerous properties with no money down using creative financing. Her, in addition to other mentors that I had with real estate. And so what we're doing is we're just getting the house ready so that when we sell the house, we're expecting to make a lot of money from the house, and then we're going to put that money down to buy a bigger house. We're pretty interested. We're pretty excited for that. So it was a pretty busy day, just packing up, and then we're going to get going. So today we're going to talk about success in 23 days. Okay, how to achieve success in 23 days. And I learned this strategy. It's so simple, but it's Jim Rose says what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So I learned this strategy, and once I learned something, what I do is I read it. I read it in a book about 15 years ago. And when I learned this strategy, I just kept on applying to myself. Trump, who's that? Hey, how you doing, my friend? Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Awesome. So the strategy that I'm learning. Welcome, Gee. Welcome to this broadcast. Please tell me where you're calling from. I'm calling from San Diego. And welcome to my house. This is my house. There's a little bit. That's a beautiful picture that we bought down the beach. And this is my house, as you can see. All right. This is just my living room. So thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. That's awesome. Thank you. Please subscribe to my Twitter account. So today we're going to talk about how to achieve success in 23 days. And that could be success in relationships. That could be success as a leader. That could be success as a parent. That could be success in every aspect of life. So I'm going to teach these strategies. And I learned this strategy when I was in the military by a great, phenomenal leader. He's a general. And I remember he told me, he said, remember this, Solomon, you're never judged by your efforts. You're always judged by your results. Results is the name of the game. And if you're a business, and I remember one time, I told one of my millionaire mentors, he said, how much money did you make last year? And I told him. And he said, great. And he said, how much money did you make this year? And it was the same. And he said, so you lost. I said, no, it's the same. I made this much amount of money last year, and this year I made the same amount. So I didn't lose nothing. He said, oh, yes, you did. He said, remember this, Solomon. If you're not growing, you're dying. There's no in between. Ray Kroc said, if you're not green, if you're not ripe, you're rotten. Right? So you got to constantly grow. You got to constantly grow, constantly grow. And that's the key to success, right? And once you stop growing, whether it's financial, whether it's profitability, once you start growing, that's when you start dying. All right? So always, and I always have in my mind that results is the name of the game. I'm always measuring. Always measure your success, because what gets measured gets achieved. What gets measured gets approved. And that's some of the processes that's some of the stuff that I teach on how to use key performance indicators, a very well-known concept in Lean Six Sigma, to help you monitor and measure specific indicators to help you get to go from point A to point B, right, to where you want to be at. So, and I teach that in many of my courses. So today we're going to talk about success secrets in 23 days. What are these success secrets in 23 days? It's so simple. But like Jim Rohn says, what's easy to do is also easy not to do. So I'm going to teach you a very simple strategy to be successful in 23 days. But it's going to be so easy that it's just going to wow you. And a lot of people are not successful because they don't do what's easy. They don't do the fundamentals. See, I try to master the fundamentals. I try to practice the fundamentals, because this is the fundamentals that's going to help you be successful. It's the fundamentals that's going to help you to be successful in every area of your life, right? So I don't speak that language. I don't know what you're saying over there, right? Thank you. Thank you for the love. Thank you. What's up, man? What's up? Thank you for the love. Easy, how you doing? Welcome for this broadcast. People starting to trickle in. I'm just talking about secret success. Success secrets in 23 days. If you want to be successful, it's so easy to do. I'm going to teach you a strategy right now. But what's easy to do is also easy not to do. You do stocks. I do stocks. I know a lot about stocks. I study stocks. I study the market. I study the economy. So today we're talking about, and this is what's going to help you be successful in stocks. Okay, if you're really interested in stocks, and what I'm going to teach you is going to help you become financially independent. If you want to become financially independent, what I'm going to teach you is going to help you with real estate. If you want to buy real estate, what I teach today helps you with every area of your life. Okay, and that's why it's so simple, but yet it's so importantly and effective. Okay, so the concept that I'm going to teach is called the Budo concept. Right? It's the holy grail that causes people to succeed. It's the holy grail that it's the difference. It's the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people. It's how the rich gets richer and the poor gets poor. It's how the successful people continue to be successful and the unsuccessful people continues not to be successful. Because the thing is this, you're either going to be in a vicious cycle or in a victor's circle. Okay? What do I mean? Every day you're going to go through life doing the same thing. And if you don't change if you continue to do what you always done, then you'll continue to get what you always gotten. So the question is, what are you willing to do to change your daily routine so you can create a habits that will allow you to think and do things subconsciously so you can achieve success, right? Because success is nothing but a subconscious, is a conscious effort in the beginning, and eventually it becomes subconscious, right? That's what success is. And so your success is based on your habits. But the question is, how do you create these habits? Why are habits so important? I'm telling you right now, habits is what drives you. Habits is what causes you to attract the people and circumstances and the results or the outcomes in your life. So the question you need to ask yourself is, how do I improve my habits? And what's the driving force behind those habits? Now, I'm going to tell you right now. It's a concept what I call Budo. Okay? B-U-D-O. Now write this down. Welcome, Van, welcome. So write it down. I remember my mentor once said, Solomon, remember this. Make paper and pen your best friend. Because if you trust your memory, then you're gonna rely on your memory to be successful. Never rely on your memory to be successful. So make paper and pen your best friend. I always use index cards. I'm always studying these index cards so I can continue to feed my mind and feed my brain so I can always think and always be on the edge. Always be, on the edge, ready to perform and give 10,000%. The question is, are you giving 10,000%? Because I'm going to tell you right now, a general once told me, said, Solomon, remember this. You're never judged by your efforts. No one cares how hard you work. You're always judged by your results. Because results is the name of the game. You're either succeeding, you're either growing, or you're dying. You're either succeeding or you're not. You're either leading or you're being led. Right? You're always growing or you're dying. There's no in between. Right? So, and he taught me the concept. He said, Solomon, remember, never give 100%. I said, and this was a general in the Marine Corps. I said, why not? He said, what happens is, when you give 100%, you get a divorce. I said, what are you talking about? When you give 100%, you foreclose on your properties. You go bankrupt. You lose all your money. 20 years go by and you're broke. You become 70 years old and guess what? You have no money in your bank. You have no money in your account. You have no friends. Why? Because you give 100%. Never, ever, ever give 100% because of this. You're never judged by your efforts. You're always judged by results. And if you rely on trying to give 100%, then you're going to be hurting yourself. So then the general told me, say, so this is what I want you to do, Solomon. So then I started thinking to myself, okay, if I can't give 100%, then what should I give? And I thought, okay, if 100% is not good enough, then I'm going to give 1,000% of my time, effort, and energy. Here's the problem. When you give 1,000% of your time, effort, and energy, you're taking a risk. What do I mean? Because my 1,000% was the general's 35%. Your 1,000% could be your spouse's 75%. Your 1,000% could be your boss's 55%. So when you're giving 1,000%, you're always taking a risk. When you give 1,000%, you're always coming in second place, wondering why you can never be number one. Giving 1,000% is not worth the risk, right? So then I started thinking, okay, if I can't give 1,000%, if I shouldn't give 1,000%, what should I give? Here's the secret to success. Here's the secret to President Trump's success. Now, whether you agree with his political agenda, that's beyond the point. Look at his successes, right? Here's what makes President Trump very successful. He doesn't give 100%, and he never gives 1,000%, right? There's a percentage that I'm going to tell you exactly what it is. What's the difference between Donald Trump and the average Joe that's on the street just working and just trying to make a living or whatever the case may be is not successful, right? What's the difference between, or or Oprah Winfrey. Okay,